Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Uh, Today we will look at how we can use OpenAI APIs in your application. In previous videos, we looked at how you can create an Azure resource and then use Azure AI Studio to deploy a model. So we have deployed the GPT-3 Turbo model, and we just went through some samples of the chat. So we will look at how we can uh, use these APIs in our code. For this example, I'll be using the code from the Microsoft Learning GitHub page. Uh, so uh, this is the GitHub project under which you have a couple of examples. This is all from related to the Microsoft Learn modules for Azure OpenAI. So here you have sample code for both C# and Python. We'll look at the C# uh, one. So once if you clone this into your local setup, you will have a, sample code there, and there is an associated guide you can go through step by step, provided by Microsoft Learn again. I will have put these links in the description so that you can go through this. So this is the GitHub link, and then once you download, let's use the Visual Studio Code. So if you see here, we have the C# code, I have a program.cs and a C# project. When you download, the only change which I have done is depending on the SDK that you have. If you have a .NET 7, yeah, you can go ahead and use that. I have 8 and 9, so I've changed it to the target framework to .NET 8, and also uh, the versions of these packages to 8.0. The step-by-step guide also provides you a way by which you can add a package reference. So we need to add the Azure AI OpenAI package reference. Currently in beta, this is the version that we are using. And with that, you are at least set to from a framework and the library perspective. So now you have a resource on Azure, and you're in your local system and you want to connect to it. So for any such thing, what you need is you need to know the endpoint. What is the API endpoint? Then you need to know, okay, which is the deployment, the model name that we have, and you also need a key. This is to authorize that you have access to this particular endpoint. So these are the fields that you need to populate in app settings.json, and like you look at also app JSON that will be there. So there will be a JSON. You need to fill in these values. What is your endpoint? What is your key and the deployment? Okay. So once that is done, you're set. The program will read that from the app settings JSON, and if something is null, of course it will throw up. So this is where so this code, there is an instruction, as I said, in this particular page, where it will tell you how to add this code, how to add snippets of code, what code snippets to add. So I've done all that. In this video, we'll just go through this, run and see how that works. So OpenAI client uses the API to create an instance of a client, and then we have the system message. The system message is where we specified here. If you see, remember from if you go to a chat playground, this is the system message, and for this example, uh, the system message, that is, we are telling the LLM that you are a hiking enthusiast in a particular area, and there is a predefined text that is there, and then we go through a loop. Increase the font, yes. So then there is a loop that we go through where you ask the user for the prompt and then use a chat completions options object to define the system message and what we read from the user. And these are some of the parameters that we pass: fax tokens 400, temperature response on, and the deployment name. And then this is where we make that call to get the uh, response from the LLM. So once we get the response from the LLM, we just go ahead and print the response and keep looping until the user enters quit. Right? This is a simple program where you read a line from the user, send it to the LLM, and print the LLM response. Just keeps going in the loop. Okay, we will now compile this and look at how it looks when we run this. It's going to take some time. You see some warnings out there. There's a sample code, so we are good. Definitely not okay for production. We need to go fix them. Okay, so this is where you see a text. Enter your prompt text, type to give it. So I'll just say hello. So since we have said that the system message that you are a hiking assistant, and I then it is giving you that hello, how can I assist you with hiking recommendation? So you can say this. Okay, and the response we are printing. So it gives some recommendations of the hiking trails. So this is, and I say quit, program exits. And this is a very basic, it's more like your hello world program that you would write when you're learning a new language or a framework to kind of get started. So let's just summarize. You need, once you download the sample code, you have to add the package, Azure package. Depending on the target framework that you installed, you change it to either 7 or 8 or 9, whatever it is. I think it will be 7 when you download. So once that is done, set up the app settings for these values. What is the endpoint key and deployment name? And then complete the code. There'll be instructions to complete, add the coding lines, uh, and then compile and run. So reach out to me if you run into any issues. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.